Hey y'all, it's CherokeeStarfish, and we're back again this weekend with some more Might and Magic 7 for Blood and Honor. I hope you're having a good week because our party definitely is. We have a few little housekeeping things that we need to take care of, such as some magical aging that happened unfortunately when we were down in the Dwarven Barrows, but we'll address that. In the meantime, we have been fortunate enough that we've been able to use the cash that we made in order to go around and get some expert training, which I said I would do at the end of the previous episode. We've learned some new skills. You'll see here that we now qualify for Unarmed Master if we can get to it with Simone. She's got all these other experts, Perception Expert, and she has learned Spirit, Mind, and Body Magic. Similarly, we've done the same thing with all of our other characters here, including Zoltan, who has learned all 7 of the basic types of magic. And also, equally importantly, we have been adding to the character's spell books. So Simone and Zoltan both have learned the heal spell. It's the only one that they know right now, but of course it's the important one. We'll add to that as we go along, and we have also been able to add to Tuvok and Suroma's spellbooks things like Stone Skin, which we previously only had access to through a pedestal, Slow, Stun, Stone to Flesh, Earth Resistance, Recharge Item, Water Walk. We picked up quite a bit while I was running around and just, grabbing those expert trainers and so forth. So, yeah, I think that we're just about set to go with all of our new equipment. We got 1 or 2 things. I didn't want to buy a whole lot, of course, without y'all here. I'm not playing the game without you. But I did find this in a shop for relatively inexpensive, and so that was a nice little upgrade from Simone's previous cloak, which is great because she still has the lowest AC in the party, even with her improved dodging skill. So, but that's alright. That will continue to improve as well. Right now, we are about to work on advancing some of the main storyline. We are in Stone City, and this is technically a side quest, but we have been asked to please go and clear out the mines beneath Stone City in order to get rid of these troglodytes so that they can begin mining again. Some of these tunnels were dug out by the Warlocks of Nyon in an attempt to kind of get a surprise attack on Arathia, and the dwarves are not super keen on that.
But a scratch.
As you might imagine. We're going to put Bless and Heroism on. There we go. These guys are not nearly as intimidating as they were the first time that we met them, and they weren't super intimidating then. Okay, we've got blue, blue, and blue. Oh, wow. Okay, well, goodness gracious. Well, there's no reason at the moment not to give it all to her. +6 personality permanently? That's nothing to shake a stick at. Ooh. Aha! We were fooled. Bamboozled. All of these elevators point different ways. Alright, well, we're going to let them come to us. And you may remember, troglodytes, being blind, are immune to the blind spell, or any effect that may cause that condition, which is not a big deal because we don't really have anything that's going to inflict that anyhow right now. But because they are filthy little goblins, we also have the problem that they can poison us with their attacks. And so one of the things that I made sure to pick up when I saw that it was available was Cure Poison. Oh yeah, we need to cast our new Hammer Hand spell on Simone as well. Oh, and she misses with her very first attack. And her second. Great, thank you. Making us look a fool. Let's see, we're already kind of pointed this way. Let's head over here. And in case you were not here for previous episodes when I explained it, the Hammer Hand spell causes the affected target to inflict body damage equal to however much physical damage they inflict with an unarmed attack. So that means that every time Simone punches someone, if she deals 10 damage, then she's going to deal an additional 10 body damage, effectively doubling what she's doing, as long as the creature does not have, like, body resistance, which some constructs and, undead creatures do. But that's alright. They're not troglodytes. That's not what we're dealing with. Now, this area is small enough that they're mostly going to find us, so, like, individually the troglodytes are not that big of a deal, but what we need to keep an eye on is those red dots down there. Make sure that we don't get flanked, have them come around in sort of a pincer maneuver. Well, they're already running from us. Oop.
But a scratch.
Let's take this soldier out first. See, it's a lot easier than when we were in the White Cliff Caves. Alright. Let's go and get these guys. They're already running away from us. Now what I'm going to do first, I'm going to very carefully, here we go, pick up this body with the mouse rather than my spacebar, because I want to make sure that you may have seen those gold veins on the wall back there. Remember what happened when we were in the White Cliff Caves again, and without saving, I accidentally gave us a death for our party here because the cave fell in on us, the cave roof, which is what happens sometimes when you do not succeed at your dexterity saving throw, or whatever you'd like to call it, when you are investigating those veins of ore. They're basically traps, environmental traps. And so that means that if you're not careful, you can and absolutely will hurt yourself and even kill your party. Well, I was hoping we might get a fireball off before they closed with us, but that's okay. See, we still have Bless and Heroism and Hammer Hands and everything on.
But a scratch.
Ooh, there we go. Now we can see how that Hammer Hand spell is working out for us. And thankfully the AI is not doing that thing where it's piling all of the damage on one character today, which is awesome. The first to acknowledge that this game does have its flaws, partly I'm sure because of the original programming and partly because I'm running this game from, from long, long ago on a very new machine. Here's our third obelisk. Stone City does have its own. But,
got it.
Those flaws definitely do not make it any less worth playing.
Ow, that was too easy.
Bless, bless, bless. What was that? Did you see that red flash on her? I'm not sure what it was. It was a stunning effect or something.
Ow.
Whatever it was, it doesn't seem to have affected her. She's not paralyzed. Which is great, because you remember when we faced paralysis for the first time in the Haunted Mansion, that necessitated our first trip to Stone City to get healed. Because no one in the party could take care of it.
Ow.
Not when the two people who were most capable of doing so were the ones paralyzed, at least.
Ow.
Oh, no, you don't.
Help.
Alright, we're not too badly off, actually. Suroma's not really that badly hurt, but I want to make sure that we don't get worse off, so... There we go. The others are going to be useful for clutch healing, but they're not very good at it yet with their 1 rank in body magic. So, man, there's so many troglodyte queens. Unfortunate. Alright. Let's go down this middle area here. I'll grab this guy first, and you'll see they've left some treasure chest for us. How delightful. What great hosts, honestly. Another soldier. This place doesn't take very long at all for folks of our level to clear out. We're well equipped at this point, and for being level 14 and 15, like,
Ow.
these monsters are kind of beneath us now. I won't trash talk them too much just because, like, I don't want to talk myself into a hole. It's the streamer's curse, you know. I'll say something like, oh, this is so easy, and then immediately the game will just kick me right in the shins. Metaphorically or perhaps literally. There we go. Let's kill some of these monsters that are stacked up.
Ah, but a scratch.
Queens have the highest chance of poisoning you. But the other ones have so many fewer hit points that it's often easier to kill them first. There we go. Alright, let's grab this corpse back here. And I'm going to make an effort to kill all of the troglodytes, since we are having such an easy run of it, before I go around, and we'll just investigate the caves all at one time and grab all the treasure that way. I don't think there are any down here. No. Just wanted to check, though.
Ow.
Well, there he goes. Goodbye, friend. Yeah, that hammerhand spell is great. This Trog Queen right here might be the last one down here, actually. Maybe. Nope, there's at least one more. We are having to do a little bit of healing, but it's nothing that Suroma can't handle, so... as long as it stays at that point, we're doing great. Now, the thing about all of this is, after we complete this quest, it's time to go on back to the main scenario, as it were. Which, yeah, I believe that we're done. I think that was it. Our jewels are green. That means that the party cannot sense any danger. And we have not fully explored all of these little chambers down here, but we've been close enough that since a lot of them kind of aggroed on their own, I think we might be good to go. If we do find anything, that's alright. But yeah, we're going to have to decide where to go after here. That's the main thing. I'm always confused by this torch. I feel like there should be a secret door here or something, you know, because of the way that it clips into the wall. And the wall, as far as I can tell, is not slanted or curved there, so I don't know why the torch does that, but every time I come here it's like, oof. Alright, here we go. Let me do a safety. Awesome. He's a dwarf, you know, so I don't think that they'll mind too terribly much if he takes a little for himself. For a job well done. There we go. Yeah, a couple of treasure chests over here. After the Haunted Mansion, I've learned better than to trust Zoltan with this.
This is worthless. This is worthless. This is worthless.
Right. Poor Tuvok. We need to find him some cool stuff because he is just, like, so negative about all of the treasure that we find that he thinks is trash. Let's see. Okay, she's got 10 more spell points than him anyway. It's only one, but hey, one spell point is one spell point. It's still better than what he has. What's our rule? Any magic is better than no magic as long as it's not a curse.
Got it.
Okay, this one's just cash. That's fine, we like cash. Right, got the obelisk. Let's go down this way. And there are no ore veins in this room. I can generally remember the placement of treasure chests in games like this one that I have played this many times.
This is
But ore veins, sometimes you can kind of predict where they are based on the map, I feel. You know, you can look and see those little notches and stuff, or dead-end hallways where it's like, this is the kind of dungeon where they have ore
won't
veins.
hurt us now.
And so you can look at
This
those
is
places on the
worthless.
map and you can say that's probably
You'll
where
have
they
to get
are.
rid of something first.
But
Well,
for the most
I
part,
can't
This
do
is
everything.
worthless.
I kind of have to find them again every time because I'm never 100% certain. Of course, whenever I play through, you know, I always find them again, so it's not a big deal. But that just kind of cyclically encourages me not to memorize their locations.
It won't hurt us now.
So, like, I can tell you that there are ore veins down here, but I couldn't, like, give you directions to where they're at. Till I'm kind of almost on top of them anyway. Okay.
You'll have to get rid of something first.
It's alright, Zoltan can carry some of this. Alright, and now back around the other way. This tunnel right here, you may have seen the door at the end. This is the one, see, leave Stone City? That's going to take us to the tunnels of Nion, and we will go there later, but right now we don't want to be in there because it is not a good or happy place. Here we go, is the other ore vein. Save it one more time. Awesome. Oh, cool. I think that's our first piece of that. Yeah, so of course there are different types of ore, and we've looked at some of these. And I've shown you, of course, there's iron-laced ore. There's a Sirtal-laced ore, which is stronger and lighter than steel. Then there's Kurger-laced ore, which shares many properties of steel, but is much easier to enchant, so it very easily makes a magical item. This is Filt-laced ore. So it's often used in steel alloys to increase the durability and enchantability of steel. In the hands of a skilled craftsman, Filt could make a weapon, amulet, ring, armor, or almost any other useful item. The ore is really starting to pile up. We're going to have to do something with it soon. Hint, hint. Whew. Alright, let's go turn this quest in. Then we will clear our inventory and we will get along with the main scenario. Let's see. Where is his house? I can never remember if it's this one or this one. I think he's down here. Oop, Well, we finished that quest just in time. Our spells are starting to wear out. Yeah, I think it's this. Yeah, here we go. Spark Burn Kindle. They're gone. Routed back into the connecting tunnels to Nion. Excellent. We can get back to mining immediately. Thank you so much for your help. Take this as a reward for your services. Indeed. Cool. Well, one more quest down. And unfortunately, that was not going to be enough to level us up, but it was a good chunk. Won't be that much longer. Ooh. Where did Simone pick that stuff up? Sapphire. There we go. I can only assume that we picked that up off of the some of the troglodytes that we were killing.
No room.
Let's see. Here we go. There we go. Empty potion bottle. There we go. Hang on to that. Just a platinum ring, not magical. Non-magical steel gauntlets. And a recharge item potion. That's not bad. It loses 70% minus point of potion strength, so that's going to be 49% of its charges permanently. The recharge item spell, which we now have, will recharge things like wands, but at a cost. It permanently reduces their maximum number of charges that they started with when they were made, based on the strength of the caster or of the potion. Now, it is possible with enough ranks in water magic to recharge an item without permanently losing any charges, but you have to have a lot of skill. Alright, let's sell all this stuff very quickly so that we can move along.
Thank you.
Oop. This way. Past the peasant. Now, I don't think that we need to be... Get out of my way. Free me.
Looking for something special?
I don't think that we need to be looking at the shop inventories for anything that they're selling. Maybe. I can't remember if I checked last time.
Thank you for your patronage.
Well, regardless,
This time our money couldn't buy.
they didn't have anything that we wanted. And I doubt this fella will either. Fire resistance. Man, that plate armor is so good, but we don't have anybody who wears plate armor.
Goodbye.
Let's see. Okay. You know how this part goes.
Looking for something special?
There we are.
Thank you for your patronage.
You alright there, buddy? He'll figure it out.
This time
Oh,
our money
see?
couldn't buy.
He's fine.
Goodbye.
Come back soon.
Ugh. Alright,
Tell
well,
me what you need.
that takes care of that.
Thank you.
Let's go spend the night. Here we go, over at the tavern.
Come in. Drink. Sleep tight.
And now, it is time to advance the main story. Phew. We put in a lot of work in a fairly short time. Now, where do we need to go next? Well, you may recall that the Dwarf King said that his mines had been taken over by Medusas in Bracada. So we need to go to the Red Dwarf Mines, which is also where we have to take this belt in order to rig the machine to lock the elevator so that the Medusas and other creatures will be trapped down there. And that will complete another class promotion quest as well. That is the Archer promotion quest, but that's fine because experience points are experience points, right? And while we're in Bracada, perhaps we can pick up some other stuff that needs to be done. For example, Bracada, if you're not familiar with the Might and Magic universe, is the land of wizards. So that means that that's where we're going to be going for Tuvok's first promotion quest as well. That's where we will get that. So, let's do it. We're going to head south to Bracada. We're going to see what we find there. After all, we're doing so well, surely the Red Dwarf Mines won't be any problem, Medusas or no Medusas. There's not really a good route, like, down this way, so I'm just going to gently fall down this hill. In stages, even. There we go. See? Look, so graceful. There we go. 7 days to travel to the Bracada Desert. Oh, alright. So, here we are. Now, Bracada is one of those places that is a little confusing even for me, who's played a lot of Might and Magic. Because according to this game, Bracada is a desert. But the Bracada that I'm familiar with, from like Heroes of Might and Magic 3 and so forth, is like snowy and up in the north. So, oh yes, there we go. Bronze golems, brass golems, and there we go. The top tier palette swap, gold golems. Those are the town guards of Bracada. Alright. Oh, hey. Horseshoes. You know we love a horseshoe. And I appreciate that in Might and Magic 7 they give you 3 per stable, as opposed to just 2. Alright, so, Bracada's a little confusing. If you do not have the fly spell, which we don't because that's master level air magic, it's a little difficult to get around. Here we go, to Main Square. See, you'll see all of these buildings up on these ridges, right? And these roads mostly don't go anywhere. That's because you have to use these teleporters to get around. Ricky the Watermaster. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of mages amongst the peasants here. Now see, each one of these has a sign. School of Sorcery, shops. Ooh, and there's a treasure chest.
Got it.
Hey! Oh, so, yeah, okay. This
This is worthless.
technically... Oh, it's not. That's the first magic belt we've found.
Worthless.
Be realistic,
This
Tuvok.
is worthless.
Ooh! A scroll of fly. Now, there we go. We need that. Bill of sale.
No room.
Okay. Let me explain this. We've technically already started on this. You may have noticed we picked this up, and I didn't really say much at the time other than to just kind of be like, ooh. So, this is a golem's torso. And you see it appears to require a bit of assembly before being fully functional. So we just picked up a golem's head. The Abbey normal golem head. And you see it, the dented head of a mighty golem looks a little strange. Yeah, a little strange. So... Well, I'll just read this. Bill of sale to Schmendrick from Acme Golems, with an apostrophe no less. We have made the golem parts per your request. Unfortunately, our delivery service has misplaced these parts for you. We are not responsible for any errors by the delivery service. We do, however, know where your parts were delivered, and you can go about recovering them at your leisure. One part was delivered to the Barrow Downs, that's the torso we have. One part was delivered to Tatalia. One part was delivered to Avlee. 2 parts were delivered to Deja, and 2 heads were delivered to Bracada, as we did not know which model you preferred. Abbey Normal, of course, is a reference to Young Frankenstein, the Mel Brooks comedy. And if you've never watched that movie, absolutely do. It's got Gene Wilder in it, Marty Feldman, Madeline Kahn. It's so wonderful. Hello! Good time to join us. And, well, let's just say, since they were kind enough to provide 2 models of Golem Head anyway, we probably don't want to use this one if we want to avoid the same problems that Gene Wilder and company experienced in Young Frankenstein. So, let's see, here we go. This goes to the temple. This one goes to the guilds. The tavern. That one's unlabeled. The docks. Another unlabeled one. Now, the unlabeled ones, they can take you various places. And back to the stables. There we go. Yeah, good. Yeah, because if people have not watched that movie, then they should. Okay, so We are going to start with the School of Sorcery, because we're not going to be there for very long. But since we can go there, we may as well. Here we are. See? Look. Takes you out along all of these ridge tops, which are very difficult to navigate if you do not have the fly spell. They kind of give you a freebie scroll of fly in order to help you get around a little bit, because, I mean, all of the houses and things are scattered everywhere, too. It's not just the important buildings. There we go. I don't know why there's a holographic representation of a golem out front, but whatever. The sharp electric smell of magic fills the air outside the school, the result of hundreds of years of magical experiments and juvenile pranks happening in the same building. Yes, indeed, I am using the Gray Face community
I hope there's
patch,
some gold in there at least.
and I decided for visibility purposes to show more of the screen and to use the reduced or simplified UI.
Greetings.
Ah, Eric Swarrel. Yes, greetings. My name is Eric Swarrel. I run the information desk here in the School of Sorcery. Thomas Gray runs the School of Sorcery. If you're looking for promotion to wizard or honorary wizard, he's your man. His room is right through the door behind me. Well, that is who we want to see. Would you like a membership to the School of Sorcery Scroll Shop? Membership allows you free access to the scrolls available in our library. It costs 5,000 gold for a 6-month membership, but the shop stocks once per week. I think we'll skip that for right now. Thomas Gray, here we go. At your service, the wizard bows quickly and spreads his palms, smiling. I am indeed the one to speak to if you wish to become wizards. Every student of mine must complete a project before I name them wizards. This year's project is to build a golem. There are spare parts scattered about the lands from here to Avlee. You'll need all 4 limbs, plus the torso and the head. Pay special attention to where you get the head. One of my students made a mistake while making a head last summer and gave the defective head away as a joke. When you have all the parts, come talk to me. I'll promote you to wizards then, and I'll animate your golem. Well, on your way and have fun. Yeah. So, now we have our wizard promotion quest. So we've got a lot of, like, scavenger hunt kind of stuff to do. Now, the lovely part is, once we actually build our golem, like he said, he will animate it, and then, here we go, it will actually take up as a guard in Castle Harmondale for us. Go. I have to be careful. I don't want to fall down here because some of these are rather sharp, kind of like cliffs and stuff. And you can see out there, I don't want to get too close because there are wild griffins. Hunting griffins, and there we go, royal griffin. I don't want to fight them if I don't have to. Click our quest book off.
Fine enchantments for a reasonable price.
Yeah, this doesn't seem suspicious at all. But you can see they do have great stuff. And we have enough the money to browse, so... Ooh, a gilded belt of thought. Yeah, exactly. If we take them one at a time, it's not that big of a deal, but, like, I don't want to risk my luck. Spell points +6, mind resistance 7, dragonhide gauntlets, a glorious cloak, the enchant item spell. I think we already have a copy of that, actually. Yes, my magic is strong. I love the shopkeepers in these games. They have so much personality. Ranger Boots of Magic, nice. Arcane Wand of Paralyzing. So they do have some good stuff. I think I might pick up a couple of these things. Let's see. I don't know for sure that +9 intellect is worth that price. If we found it for free, then sure. Same for this ring. You know, if we found one, I'd wear it, but I'm not going to buy one because we haven't been dealing with poison that much. Now this Ranger Cloak, on the other hand, that's an upgrade from all the cloaks we have except that new one we got for Simone, and the same thing for this Glorious Cloak, even though it's not magical. But it's so inexpensive with her Expert Merchant skill, I'm going to grab both of these anyway, because that's not a lot of money. And then over here, For the most part, they don't really have a lot of impressive stuff, but these boots are not bad. I mean, 17 spell points and plus 8 armor. That's not bad, but before I drop almost 6,000 gold on it, I am going to wait until we see what's in the other shops. I don't want to spend all of our money and not have any left.
Return soon, my friend.
Oh yeah, we haven't gotten there yet, but I can't wait to show that off because I love that guy. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to give her this glorious cloak, because the reason that she got the first cloak upgrade was for armor purposes anyway. So now let's see, spell points plus 6, that's a straight upgrade of what he has, so he can have that one. This one is spell points plus 1, and his is non-magical, so between the two of them, he has less armor. Let's give him this other ranger's cloak, which is perfect since he is a ranger. And then mind resistance plus 3 or plus 1 spell point. That was a freebie anyway. I think we'll probably just sell that and let her keep the mind resistance. Yeah, that mod does all kinds of wild stuff, I know. Oh. See, this is what I was talking about. I hate having to creep back up here. Bob and weave. Bob and weave. Ugh. There we go. Phew-wee. Now that is the Guild of Light. But there is a pile of gold over there. Okay. Fine, I'm going. There's a pile of gold down there, too. In fact, it's kind of all over the place, but it's a lot harder to get back from down there than it is from over here. Oh, okay, no, this is the alchemist shop. I thought that this was the light magic guild. They have any good white potions? That's a super healing potion right there. Divine Cure. Heals 5 times the potion's strength. So that would be 100 points for that one. Poison. Okay, we're good here. Ugh. Why do they make it this steep? What if old people... Aren't most wizards old people? Gosh. Phew. Phew. And there's a piece of... Ooh, Aerodyne ore. That's really good. I'm gonna go over there and get it. Oh, see? An angry griffin. Leave us alone. Oh, I'm straining. Let me back up. Let me back up. There we go. Okay, shoo. Well, that wasn't a bad trip to the shopping center, other than it's just very, like, inaccessible. Okay, we need to go to the tavern at some point because, of course, we haven't been here before. This is our first trip. We've got to play Archomage. But let's see, which of these is going to take us closest to the mines? Now, see, the mines are kind of over here in this corner, right next to the road that we came down. But, of course, you know, unless you go behind the tavern and, like, around this way, you have to have a jump or fly spell to get there. You can see how we've teleported around. I love how it leaves holes in the maps like that. So, okay, well, we're standing here. Let's go to the tavern first. Oh, there we go, it's behind us. This is one of my favorite taverns in the game. I love it. The familiar place.
Come on in, have a drink.
This old wizard barkeep. Alright, let's get this part over with. Okay, Tower of 25, a wall of 10. You just have to get a tower of 75, resources 200, or destroy your opponent's tower. So, of course, the objective here, or the challenge, for this game of Arcomage is basically it's very easy to lose. Also easy to win, but like if you get hit hard at the beginning, you're going to go down fast. Okay, well, let's see. Let's go ahead and start with this. I don't want to deal 5 damage to my own wall. Not yet, anyway. Oop, +1 magic again already. Loving that. Okay, there we go. Take advantage of that bonus wall we got. Ooh. Okay, draw 1. Discard a card. I'll get rid of Tremors. Let's play again. There we go. Ah, well, at least that means he's only back up to 3 and not 4. There we go. That's better for us. Our magic is definitely higher. Let's get rid of that wall and hit him. Oh, see? This is what I'm talking about. It's very easy to go down. Oof. Well, let's hit him. Let's take advantage of him not having a wall. Ooh. Now, there's no way he's going to get to 75 tower before we do. Come on. Okay. There we go. Another +1 magic. Always good. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and hit him with Dragon. Yep. There's never a bad time to do that, I suppose. Oh, we knocked our quarry down. Don't like that. Let's build up our wall. That's going to help us more than him, because we only have to get to 200 and a resource to win, so... Alright. Let's do this very quickly. Come on. +1 damage to enemy tower and play again. That's what I like. I'm going to save that until our wall is taller than his, if possible. There we go. +1 magic again. +8 wall. Oof. Yeah, he does not like us having that high wall. But of course that makes it harder for him to hit us, so... Okay, +15 tower. Ooh, there we go, we just need 10 tower. He's coming up behind us, though. Oof. Don't care for it. Okay. And that's what we need. We need some damage cards. There we go. Get our quarry back up a little bit. +3 wall. That's all we can play. Okay, well, we're just going to have to play that to get it out of our hand. I don't think we're going to beat him in wall yet. Ooh, no, I'll play this instead. Okay, you're not catching up to us in zoo, my guy. Oh, he only needs 4 tower. Don't like that. May have to play that. Ooh, I so don't want to, though. But we do have this in our hand already. I'm going to, because otherwise I know he'll beat us. There we go. Perfect, perfect. Build us back up and knock him back down. Okay. 6 wall and 3 tower. Come on, just needs 6 more tower. Oh, okay, well. Another +1 to our quarry real quick. +1 tower and play again, I'll take that. 12 wall. Ooh, I'll save that in case he gets ahead of us. I'm going to... I'll play Foundations. There we go. Excellent, excellent. Man, every time we boost, he hits us and knocks our tower right back down, which, I mean, good strategy, but not good enough. Excellent. There we go. 1,680 gold. Wonderful. You love to see it. Alright, now let's get out there to that mine. Now that you've seen some of Bricata. Let's see. To the docks. I can't remember if there's one that just takes us straight out there, but I know if we go back to the stables and kind of go round behind, we can do it that way. So, let's do it. See, there's not a direct path, but you can kind of, just like we've been doing. Come on, let me up, let me up. This is ridiculous. We're making slow progress. The view is fascinating. Oop. Come on, we can do it. I believe in us. I believe in us. Oh, wait. We have the jump spell. We'll grab this treasure chest while we're here. Now, Zoltan, do not screw this up for us.
Got it.
Excellent. There we go. I wanted to grab this one because there is the normal golem head. So, we have all the pieces in Bricata. That's everything that we needed from here, at least off that checklist.
This is worthless.
You'll have to get rid of something first.
This is worthless.
Fine chainmail of defense, armor class +3. Isn't that what we bought? Oh no, that's the other one that we debated about buying. But this is an upgrade for Zoltan. Hey, love that. Oh yeah, and I didn't show you the Aerodyne. So Aerodyne is a rare magical ore found in a few regions of Arathia, and in the hands of a skilled craftsman, Aerodyne could make a powerful weapon, amulet, ring, armor, or almost any other item. So Aerodyne is about the best that you can find. Okay. Well, excellent. Good work, Zoltan. I'm so glad that you did not bungle that. Oh. And we might as well grab this halberd, too, since we're standing on top of it. Okay, well, right over there are the mines. Let's go ahead and get going in that direction. See, there we go. That's the... I climbed over that hill. There's the other path. Psh. Well, whatever. Okay, we have shield already equipped. That won't really help us a lot against the griffins. They don't have a ranged attack. But we can cast Stone Skin. 5 + 1 AC per point of skill in Earth Magic. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and clear the way. First, of course, we got to have Bless. When they get up on us, we'll put Hammer Hands on as well. See, these griffins aren't a huge challenge as long as they are not in a pack. See, it's like you already said. See, the Royal Griffins... There we go. See, now that he is an expert in Identify Monster, he can see not only their hit points and AC, but also what kind of attack they have by default. 3d8 + 10 physical damage. That's kind of nasty. So, of course,
We may have a problem with
we want to burn this guy down as quickly as we can. I'm going to kite him a little bit. Griffins are pretty quick, but, you know, of course, since they can fly. But at least if we lead him over this way, we get a few more shots before he closes with us. And hey, if we get in bad trouble, we can even have those golems help us. Oh, I think we're going to be fine, though. There we go. And for some reason, they carry cash. I'm not sure why.
We may have a problem with
Go. These hit not nearly so hard, and they've got lower AC and hit points because they are the middle tier griffins. So, alright, he's already running away from us. Excellent. And these regular griffins, they just have 67 hit points. That's not a big deal at all. I mean, we still don't want them to hit us if we can avoid it, but... There we go. There's quite a few of these in a pack over here. We could just run up to the entrance of the mines, but if possible, I'd like to clear the way over here because most of these are just like the regular lower tier griffins anyhow, so there's not really a great reason not to if we can kite them. Not to mention, of course, I mean, you know, we want the XP, right? And once we finish in there, we're going to have to go in and battle some Medusas and, you know, do a quest and all this other stuff, and then we have to come back out that door. I don't want griffins waiting for us when we do. When they're at this distance, though, thanks to Suroma's heroism spell and her bless spell, I think we'll be fine. All we have to do is just pick a target and focus. And for these small griffins, even if they get up on us, it's not that big of a deal. It's the royal griffins you really have to watch out for, as we've seen. But there was only one of those over here, at least in this pack, so... Oh, no. Make me a liar. There were two. I thought that other one was a hunting griffin. But that's okay, because as soon as we get this guy out of the way, that royal griffin is the only thing left, and he's got a long way to go before he catches up with us and gets to melee range. By which time, we will have cooked him a little bit. There we go. Now see, that wasn't so bad. And we are rewarded with a treasure chest as well. Come on, Zoltan. Yes. Ah, good. That one wasn't even trapped. Hey. Love that.
This is worthless.
There's no room.
We're too full of potions and potion-making ingredients. Alright. I'm going to go see what this blue dot is. Looks like it is just some obsidian. There's a lot of mushrooms and things like that around here, but as you've seen from the floor cache that we already found, see, you never know what you're going to find in places like Bracada, just like you never know for sure what you may find out on the Barrow Downs. All of these maps are covered with interesting treasure if you go out looking for them. But that's not what we're here for. Alright. Into the mines. Gonna grab torchlight. And I'm gonna go ahead and recast Bless and Heroism because we'll need it right away. And let's see. Wizard Eye. Yeah, we've had that on for a while too. So, though recently abandoned by the dwarves, you can still easily see the craft and care they put into this mine.
Ew. What's that smell?
That is the smell of snake. This is the other enemy that we're going to be facing here in the mines. Honestly, I would rather fight Medusas. These are bloodstone oozes. And of course you'll remember oozes from before, you know. It's hard to damage them with physical attacks. See? Now, that's one of the reasons why I picked up the Fire Aura spell. It's because we can add the Of Flame enchantment for 1 hour per point of skill in fire magic to all of our weapons. So that means that we can hit them with our staves and our, our axes. We can shoot them with our bows, and we won't be dealing any physical damage, but we will still deal fire damage. Let's see. Okay, you can see he's carrying around a whole potion shop. We do have the fly and invisibility spells. I found them for cheap, so I went ahead and picked up a copy to go with our enchant item and dispel magic. As soon as he becomes an air magic master, that way we can plug those straight in and he'll have them instantly. In the meantime, however, we're going to have to find room to put all of these weapons. Otherwise, he's not going to have any place to, enchant other people's stuff. I think you have to... Ah, no, you can't do it this way. Okay, good. There we go. So now you'll see, for 4 hours, this is now a Staff of Flame, so each hit deals 2 to 12 points of fire damage. So we can have him plug that in to, his bow and so forth as well. For the others, he will have to be able to put them in his inventory, but at least he can do his own. Ugh. And let's see. There's not much we can do about Simone aside from her bow. So, okay, let's go ahead and start clearing some space. I'm going to give these books to Simone for safekeeping. There we go. That should be enough. We'll do this next. There we go. Perfect. Oh, man. They knocked her out in just a couple of hits. That's no good. But that means that Zoltan and Simone get to practice their healing. Okay, well... that's not good.
We may have a problem with this one.
Ugh. 137 hit points, AC 12, but you can only hurt it with magic. Bloodstone oozes are the worst, and of course they're right inside. Alright, let's see. Got a lot of enchanting to do. And nowhere to run, unfortunately. Ah, but there we go, see? Okay, let's grab someone else's bow. Oh, wow.
I don't know how.
Wow, that broke her chainmail already? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Sorry, no room.
There we go. Enchant that as well. If you become a Grand Master of Fire Magic, that enchantment actually becomes permanent. It's the one that you can control versus, like enchant item is just kind of random. There we go. At least we're dealing damage. Oof. That's not great, though. That is not ideal. We're going to have to heavily rely on our spellcasters here.
Ah, but a scratch.
There we
We'll
go.
have to get rid of something first.
Let's see. His bow is the only one that's not enchanted now, I think. Yep, there we go. Fire. 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 Oh, we need to enchant his axe. Okay. There we go. Oops. Oh no, what happened?
Ah, but a scratch.
I think I canceled out somehow and it took his turn anyway. go. Okay, all that should be left is Tuvok's bow. And there we are. Okay, we should be armed with flame weapons against the oozes now.
Ow!
Okay. There we go. That's a little bit better. Too bad we don't have... Oh, wait a minute. Huh. Wait, we do. I was about to say, wait a minute, too bad we don't have water resistance, but I forgot I think I did buy that spell. Yes. There we go. That'll help a bit, since the source of their attack is water. This Bloodstone Ooze is really the only one that's a supreme threat.
It's just a cut, but I need it fixed.
Let's see. Lightning Bolt. There we go. Big hefty 29 points. That's worth it. Get out of the way.
Let's kill another.
Ah, there we go. Okay. Threat mostly averted. Now we can get rid of this Emerald Ooze, which is not nearly as tough of a foe.
We may have
See,
a
this one
problem
just
with
has
this
50
one.
hit points and doesn't hit nearly as hard. The fact that only magic damage can hurt them, though, unfortunately makes them into a grind. You can hear them blocking with their shields or the attacks hitting their armor. There we go. All right. And you remember what we came here for, of course, was to free the dwarves from their petrification. But first, we're going to take advantage of these oozes being way over there. We're going to shoot as many of them as we can with our new fire-enchanted bows. There we go. And you can see that they give you an area, like, right at the very beginning, where your jewels are green. And that is to make certain that you have some place to rest. Ooh. Because these oozes are going to eat you alive.
Ah, but a scratch. Perhaps we should look for a new one.
Goodness gracious. I hate oozes so much. They're really bad for breaking your stuff, unfortunately. Well.
Ow!
Oh, man. Did they break something else? Yeah, broke her gauntlets, too. Well, she is a repair item expert.
I don't know how.
But that's not enough, unfortunately, to repair this equipment.
I don't know how.
Alright, well, we'll just live with it. I hope we don't have to leave and come back because of all this broken equipment. Whoa! Ah, wow. Alright. Well, that's super frustrating. I didn't think I was going to have to save scum through this whole thing for something like that, but... Bloodstone oozes do hit hard. Alright, well... Take a slightly different tack. We'll explore a bit more. Here we go, a journal entry. Okay. ... going fine. We managed to find a perfect place for the lift engine near a continuous supply of steam energy. With proper maintenance, that engine should work forever. The metals we've discovered on the lower level are much better quality than the junk upstairs, though we haven't seen a lot of gems or precious metals. Now, hopefully the dig tomorrow turns up something better. August 12th, 1167. We broke through what appeared to be a natural cave, and we discovered a horrible creature with the body of a snake with a female human torso. The mere gaze of these creatures was enough to turn our miners to stone. The rest of us fled, and Drathan Keldon, our engineer, stayed back to try and sabotage the lift. I'm not sure where the creatures... Well, hopefully we will find the person who wrote that journal entry. Now you'll note that we've already passed a couple of petrified dwarves. Let's see, Suroma is... Who's carrying the potion? Zoltan, okay. Well, we'll have him do it then. There we go, all I have to do is click on them, see? Ah, help! They're coming for me. Wait, what happened? Who are you? And he's going to be added right down here. Oh, also, the minecarts are treasure chests, which is
I
great.
don't know.
Why am I trying to identify things with review? Ooh, intellect plus 5, that's nifty.
This is worthless. This is worthless.
There we go. A few potions, that's
This
not
is
bad.
Worthless. This is worthless.
Let's go ahead and equip that ring. Not bad at all. Okay. We want to get the most out of this spell while it's active, so... we'll just avoid that bloodstone ooze and concentrate on like the emerald oozes and things for as much as we can.
This is worthless.
They all have the same line, and you'll notice that they're all Keldons. That's the dwarven clan, I guess, that actually operated the mines. Ooh, there's a sapphire ooze. Okay, come on, let's shoot them as they come around the corner there.
Got it.
Sultan was awfully happy about that. Oop, there we go, he got unstuck. Goodness, they hit hard. We do still have water resistance on. Shield and heroism are about to run out, though. Gross. So is Bless. We don't need heroism again, not for these, since we can't hit them with physical damage anyway.
It barely hurts.
Come on, guys.
Ow.
They don't hit nearly as hard as the bloodstone oozes, but still. We want to get hit as little as possible. Oh, that's what we need to do. We need to recast stone skin. It doesn't last that long right now, of course. Later on as Grand Master, it lasts an hour
Ow.
per point of skill, plus an extra hour. Right now it's measured mostly in minutes.
Ow.
Come on, you little green thing. Get out of our way.
Just a cut, but I need it fixed.
I'm going to try to avoid going back to town in order to have her armor fixed. But, like I said, you notice that they provide you, right out the gate with a space that gives you green gems. And that's because they assume that you're probably going to have to rest. Here's another dwarf. Arvin Keldon. We've got a collection over here. Alright. Quickly back the other way. Back to the main branch. What we may do is clear these other branches out, and then I'll go and, like, after we've had a rest from the other oozes, we can go and just unload on that bloodstone ooze.
Ow!
Oof.
That was too easy.
Just keep everyone topped up, and as long as it's just emerald oozes for the most part, we can deal with that. The sapphires are tough, but they're not killer. That ooze had a bow in it. What? Here we go. Drathan Keldon, that's the engineer. Everybody run! The stone snakes are upon... what? Not much. Let's see.
There's no room.
There's no room.
Sorry.
Oh.
You'll have to
No
get rid
room.
of something first.
Well, that's alright, because
No
a lot of
space.
this is junk.
There's no room.
There is room. I'm just bad at inventory management, apparently. Okay, so this is the lift. We'll come back here. Now the lift is what's going to take us downstairs to where the Medusas are. Ooh. Oh boy. I think probably this is just going to require a greater expenditure of magic than, you know, like I've been trying to do. But that's all right.
Success.
There we go. That's why we have all of these reagents, right? So, lightning bolt
We
again.
may have a problem with this one.
Yeah, that makes a big difference for sure.
Ah, but a scratch.
Oh, don't hit Tuvok now. Okay, almost got it. Can we maybe get through this without
But I need it fixed.
another lightning bolt? I think we can. All right. Yeah, we are going to need to rest, though. But what that means is that we will be topped off so that we can just go and unload all of Tuvok's spell points basically into that other bloodstone ooze. And then we'll just go from there. Let me give that a save, just in case. Oh, you also didn't get introduced to this. I found this in a shop in Avlee when I went there to get expert training. This is our first item of mana that causes us to regenerate spell points over time. And so, of course, we've given that to Suroma because that way her healing spells already don't take a lot of energy. This way, in between castings, she's always filling up when she's not healing. And considering that we need her for things like Bless, as well as just generic healing, that's really important. Our healers should always have bottomless MP or SP if we can arrange it. Tom Keldon. Alright. You may be seeing down here, thanks to our wizard eye, a lot of these blue dots that indicate treasure. Those are on the floor beneath us. So we will be coming back for those. First, though, we want to clear this top floor. If I remember correctly, there are some oozes on the lower level as well. They are just like fewer and further between because the Medusas are meant to be the big threat. There we go. That'll give him a couple of lightning bolts anyway. Jason Keldon. There he is. The big bad. There we go. I need to make sure we can hit him because these things block a deceptive amount of the screen. I don't want to waste a lightning bolt because that's 10 SP.
We may have a problem with this one.
Yeah, we may. There we go. Okay, that's him tapped out, but... Okay, we'll just make another blue
Excellent.
potion. That gives him another 2 lightning bolts. Oof.
But I need...
We may have a problem with this one.
We got this. As long as it doesn't get another critical hit like it did. Actually...
It barely hurts.
Come on. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Excellent. There's just an emerald ooze up here. We'll make quick work of it. Come on, little guy.
Oh, please.
Yeah, I agree with Suroma. Ooh. There's another ooze coming up from behind us. Ooh, and it's a red one. Gross. Okay, well... Let's hope we've got enough lightning left in us.
We may have a problem with this one.
Oh. Come on.
Success.
There we go. Gotta make sure everyone stays out of the yellow because we don't
Just
want
a
them to
cut, but I needed...
get got by a toxic cloud again. One more, come on.
We may have a problem with this one.
Okay. I think...
Ow!
Oof.
He's dead.
There we go. And we got some ooze ectoplasm out of it as well. Okay. Well. Fossil Keldon. Or Fossil? I think it's Fossil. Now that I've got... Let's go back here. Alright, Zoltan, carefully.
It
Ow!
barely hurts.
Ooh. Okay. Carefully, I said. Aww. You know, I usually don't do this, but I'm going to load that one more time. See, because each time it gives you a random type of ore. So that first time, when he failed the check, of course, it gave us Aerodine, or Aerodine. And now, it's just trying to give us crummy ore, like iron ore. Oh well. That's alright. It is what it is. Okay, well, that's all of this floor explored. And we have a whole chain of dwarves now, an entire family following us around. We still haven't done what the king sent us here to do, however. So, we're going to head down this way. And we're going to take a short break. Okay, now. Does anyone else can carry that sword? Yes, you can. You acted earlier like you didn't have room to do that. You lied. Okay. I'm not going to mix any more potions in advance because it doesn't take his turn to do that, and you never know what we might need the empty bottles for. So, Torchlight. Bless. Wizard Eye. Heroism. Stone Skin. And now we're going to head up here, and we're going to go downstairs to meet the real enemy. You can see our jewels are yellow. They don't like it. They do not like what they're hearing, and I don't either, frankly. Okay, there are no enemies in this room. Now, the engine that they were talking about for this elevator is in a different chamber. Whoop, there's our first Medusa. Grab this cash. Extra potion bottles. Some of this is junk. I'm going to take this dagger. We'll leave the rest of it. It's not worth it. This is mostly cash. We'll take the spell scrolls and they're magic. Easy to sell, only takes up 1 space. We'll grab that in a moment. Cure paralysis potions, which we needed back in the Haunted Mansion, are everywhere down here because it is possible for Medusas to paralyze you as well as turning you into stone. So yeah. 10 points of damage, 12 points of damage.
I can't help.
Ooh. He cannot even identify those, but you can see how much 22 points of damage is. Oh yeah, and I forgot, since they actually have bows and arrows, the shield spell will actually be useful down here. Now you can see we're killing her at a pretty good clip, so... Oh good, it looks like her attack is blocked while we're able to get through. So, that's fine if she wants to stay right there. Oh, she came out. That is fine with me. Can we hit her from here? Ah, there we go. Excellent.
I don't know.
Nah, that's just a crummy axe. Okay, this is a dead end. We're going to start on this side.
Ow!
Oop, and she's paralyzed. Well, that's alright, because... Yeah, I was unable to... Let's see. I cast a few of those as well. We picked up regeneration. I was unable to get the spell, but there we go. That's alright, as long as it doesn't happen too many times, that's what they provide the potions for. See? We can shoot through them. They're kind of like the griffins. As long as they don't come at us in a big pack, the Medusas are manageable, even though they are powerful enemies for the level that we're at. Right, one more regenerate. And because these are not oozes, I'm going to put hammer hands. There we go. Back on Simone, and you can see that it works beautifully. Okay, we've got a black potion. Let's see what that was. Black potions are powerful because they're usually permanent. Here we are. Stone to flesh. Okay, that's going to be important too. They give you a few of those for free as well. Endurance +2. Now, what was that? Did you see that? Try to fall through our vision? No idea what it was. But anyway. Here we go. Head this way. This is nothing special. This is so if you get underneath the elevator and fall off, you come out here, and then you can just walk up this path and jump down into this room. That's why you have to have a jump spell to get up into it. You're not meant to go in, you're meant to drop down. Of course, we don't care about that. Alright. There's another potion. We're going to grab that because you never know when we might need it. Let's head this way. This loops around. But see, there's an intersection. Ooh. Oh, hello, friend. It's an ooze. You know what? I don't really even feel like dealing with you.
We may have a problem with this one.
That was too easy.
There we go. Come on, let's see if we can get some Aerodyne out of this one. Okay, well. No problem. Any ore is good ore. It's still free treasure. Okay, the map gets a little bit confusing because you can't level it out. We're going to go this way first. You can see way back in there, there's a Medusa. Yeah. Unfortunately, nobody in this party can get Grandmaster Alchemy, so we won't be making our own black potions or doing anything with black potions other than drinking them. That is an Empress Medusa. And she is bad news, so we're going to try... Oop. There's all of her henchwomen. We're going to try to separate them out. Unfortunately, due to them having ranged attacks, you know, they don't want to come out and play. Okay, there we go. If we can get her to come over here.
Ow.
Don't hit us. Okay, fine. It's alright because we have the spell. There we go. We will save the potions
Just a cut,
to use
but I need it fixed.
on Tuvok in case he gets turned to stone. Oh my gosh. Because otherwise he can take care of it for anybody else. Okay. She's out of the picture. Let's see if we can take this one down. Oh, she's back. Nope. Okay. It's a different one. There's a Queen Medusa. This is going to be a pain in the butt.
Ow!
Really?
Ow!
Just you and me now.
Alright. Tactical retreat here. This is going to be a pain. If we can just get them alone, one or two at a time. See, the regular Medusas are not that big of a deal, but the Queen Medusas are the ones that can turn you to stone. I have to resist the urge to say stone you, by the way. Just so y'all know what I'm dealing with. Like, it's really hard for me not to say that. Okay, come on. Are you within melee range? No, you are not. You, on the other hand, can shoot us from behind, so... I apologize for the spamming the turn-based noise. I'm trying to get into the perfect position.
Ah, but a scratch.
And I think I've almost found it. There we go. If we can see even 1 pixel, remember... Let's put Bless back on. Hammer Hands is still on. Generation's still on. I'm going to have him recast Stone Skin. There we go. As long as they don't flank us too badly from behind. Just got to keep watch. Come on, y'all. You've got to hit them. We can do this. We are doing this. We're doing this very effectively now. Ooh. Okay, so we have to take this group out first. We don't have any choice. Ugh. Yeah, thankfully, because they're bad enough as it is. Oh, don't like that. There's the Empress Medusa. She's the one that we really have to kill. Come on. Okay, I'm going to do something very risky and possibly stupid. I'm going to run in here with these, and we're going to try and take them out while we're safe from the others' arrows.
Ow!
How many of them are there? Oh gosh, are there 3? Oh, I think there are 3 instead of 2.
Ah,
Isn't
but a
this
scratch.
nice?
Oh man, paralysis is so awful. Okay, this is more manageable. There we go. Now, if we can just hit, we can do this. And those others are not coming out to play. This is manageable. I'm actually going to focus on the Empress Medusa first. She's the hardest one to kill anyway, but also the most dangerous. Oof. Gosh, don't speak that evil into the world. That's the last thing that we need. Could you imagine? Okay. Alright, this is going. It's going slowly, but it's going. Oh my gosh, he is paralyzed. I loaded it and he's still paralyzed. I wondered about that. It's like, where did that happen? There we go. Looks like maybe we can't hit her from here?
Ow!
Oh my goodness gracious. I don't want to imagine that. Okay, we've got to get in there and take that other one out because she's paralyzing us. We're going to run out of potions. If we can just take this Empress out. There we go. Okay. Now we can reposition a little bit. Why can we not hit that one? Let's put shield back on too. Okay, good. Zoltan could hit her.
Ah, but a scratch.
So y'all are just bad shots. It's not that geometry is blocking you. You've got to watch. There's more coming down this way. You don't want to get flanked. You have to take a chance and maybe use a spell to finish her off. Oof. Don't have a lot.
Success. Ah, but a scratch.
Okay, that one still can't hit us yet. Okay, reposition. Dynamic repositioning. There we go. Maybe we can save the spell. Can we still hit her? I think we can. Now she's at bow range there. Is that just a regular Medusa? Okay, good. There we go. Okay, let's destroy this one as quickly as we can. I may have to, like, load scum a little bit here. I don't want to do that, but we're low on potions, so... Okay, come on. You still got Bless on. If we can take this one out, that other one will be cake, and then I think all that's left is the Queen up there. Perhaps. Oh. Okay, well, if she's running, that's fine. We can still take this one out, and then she'll be done in one shot when we catch up to her. Oof. Come on. Oh, good, she came back. We can finish her off.
It's just a cut, but I need it fixed.
Excellent. Okay, that couldn't have gone much better. Okay. I think we can probably finish her off. There we go. Right. These others are around the bend. I'm going to dive in here and grab this treasure in an attempt to... Yes, there we go. Okay. Try and get them to maneuver around. Oop, that's a little too far. There we go. Awesome. You have to use the landscape to your advantage against enemies like this. And I will shamelessly do so. Absolutely. Now, some of you may also be wondering at this point, are these enemies too high level for you, Starfish? And what I would say to you about that is... possibly, but also keep in mind this is the zone that the game wants you to come to next. So these may be like, you know, level 20 enemies, and we're level 15. But how many times in Might and Magic 6, and already in Might and Magic 7, have we frankly gone into a dungeon that we have just blazed through without any trouble. And so, actually, I wanted to come here and have a challenge in front of us. I wanted to have to actually kind of play the dungeon a little bit, because we started this stream, or this episode, with a dungeon that we just completely tore through. All of those troglodytes, you know, they just had no chance. There was nothing that they could do about us. And so, I wanted to kind of showcase both sides of things. On the one hand, we've got the trogs, and then on the other hand, we have the Medusas. Okay, I'm going to let them split themselves up. As you can see, there's another one down that way. There we go. Now, you'll hear a sound that almost is like a trap triggering, and you're going to hear it repeatedly. That's because we are close to the steam engine.
Ow!
Oops, did she just get paralyzed? Oh, Lord. Well, I'm just standing right here, so I'm not going to allow that. There are a bunch of them down there. Oof. Well, fine. We'll go this way.
Ow!
Oh my god, did he get paralyzed too? This is ridiculous, honestly. It truly, truly is. I think there's only one down there, and she's just a normal Medusa. So we're going to rush her. There we go. That's a little bit better. We've got to get the Cure Paralysis spell. Ugh.
Ah, but a scratch.
Oh my god, see? Now, I think maybe we may have picked up an important item. I think I saw it over here. There we go. Okay, the Medusa's Mirror. This is a unique amulet. It's not an artifact or anything, but it causes the wearer to be resistant to the stone condition. Completely immune to stoning effects. Would have been nice to have this earlier. That drops from the Empress Medusa. Now, we don't need that at the moment against this particular enemy, because she cannot turn us to stone, she can only paralyze us. There we go, excellent. And now she can't hurt us at all. Indeed. This is presumably where they dug out the Medusas. This is where we're going to attach that belt, and then we have to run back. So we could absolutely do that and abandon the rest of the dungeon. We do not have to clear out these last two tunnels. But since we are so close anyway, I would like to. And you can see here too, you know, we've got enough XP to level up. We don't need a whole lot more to gain an additional level.
Ow!
Okay. How much have we got left on shield? 16 minutes. Let's see if we can recast that. Come on. Oh.
Ow!
Okay, well, that's close enough. We still have Bless on, we still have Heroism. We don't have Stone Skin. We could use that. See, we're hitting them for pretty solid damage. It's just that we don't have the Cure Paralysis spell. Even getting petrified is actually less of a threat because Tuvok can deal with that. Paralysis is our enemy here. Oh man, see, and as soon as I say anything about it. And he cannot mix Cure Paralysis potions yet because he is not a master of alchemy.
It's just a cut, but I need it fixed.
So that means that we have to use the resources we've got.
Ow!
Excellent. Okay. Little bit at a time, little bit at a time. Let's see if we can get another one over here. There they go. Okay, well, if nothing else, they seem to have abandoned this other tunnel. Oop. Yep, there's only one down here. Let's see if maybe by fighting her, if we can lure her down here where we can... There we go. Get her into melee range. Then that means that the ones behind us may divide and try to follow us up here. Or if not, then when we turn around and go back to this intersection, we can get them behind geometry, kind of like her. Oh, we're almost done here. Just a little bit more, come on. There we go, that's it for her. And all that's left up here is a pile of gold, which we will grab. Our reward, frankly, for doing all of this. Ooh, that's not good. Are those spells starting to wear off? Oops. There we go. Torchlight. How much is Wizard Eye got? Well, more than heroism. Okay. They don't look like they're going to group up. There's only a couple left. I would like to deal with them. I'd like to do them in. But we have a clear run at completing the quest, which is the important thing. There we go. If they don't make it convenient for us to deal with them, then we can just... Oh, these are oozes. Ugh. Y'all can get out of our way. You're not worth it. Fine.
We may have a problem with this one. We may have a problem with this one.
Go. Come on. I don't get a lot of use out of the spark spell, actually, so it's kind of nice to be able to do that.
Success.
There we go. Excellent. That's one down anyway.
We may have a problem with
This one doesn't need much more. Let's see if we can just... Oh,
we may have a problem with
almost
this
thought that
one.
I got it. That's alright, this should finish it off. There we go. Okay, so all that's left is that handful of Medusas, and it looks like they did successfully... There we go, follow us down the tunnel. Oops.
Ow!
Leave us alone. Let me through
But a
here.
scratch.
I can't believe we got through there without getting paralyzed. Good, 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 good. Yep, okay. That's fine. This is where we want to be. Okay. Reapply Bless. There they are down there. Let's put Heroism on before we do anything else. And like I said, if they're going to make themselves easy to face, then I'm all for it. But if they're going to be a pain to confront, then we already have everything that we need. And I think that that's what they're going to do. Oop. One of them almost got brave. Come on. No, they're moving the complete opposite way. Okay, well, that's fine. Then, you know what? We will just... Who's got the rope? She does.
Let's get out of here.
There we go. And that tells you that you have successfully applied the rope. Or I keep calling it a rope. It's a belt. Like in a car engine. Okay, here we go. Now you have 1 hour in game time before that belt breaks and the elevator stops working. So once you do that, you want to make sure that you are upstairs and safe. There we go. Hey, hey! Glad you could make it. Here we go out of the red dwarf mines. We're done here. We saw all of it. We only left 2 Medusas behind. It's whatever. Phew. I won't lie, going to that dungeon at this level is exhausting. Okay, here we go. Welcome back, Lords of Harmondale. Now I will help you. My engineer will work for you. Fix up your castle. You have my thanks. You are welcome here forever. One more thing. Your work has interested the other courts. They will send ambassadors to you now. Check your throne room. Watch your back, my friends. Bam, so there we go. That's a big plot milestone. And now, for the first time in a little while, our history by Wendell Tweed has been updated. What has gone before? So, Castle Harmondale was completed in 689 as the first line of defense against Elvish forces led by King Lothar IV during the Timber Wars. In a sign of things to come, it fell to an Elvish assault just 3 years later at the infamous Battle for Harmondale. Since then, the castle has changed hands 13 times in bloody conflicts with hundreds of deaths. What a lucky number for us to have inherited, right? In all but 2 of the cases, the castle has been controlled by either Erathia or Avlee, but those 2 cases are remarkable. In 817, the long-suffering citizens of Harmondale tore the cruel Baron Danforth Octavio to pieces in the streets over his enthusiastic tax collection methods. Seizing the moment, the mob elevated Mayor Ty Vespin to King of Harmondale and installed him in the castle. The glorious reign of King Vespin I lasted exactly 6 weeks. Erathian King Aaron Griffinhart IV marched on the town with 2 veteran legions and put King Vespin and his loudest supporters to the sword. With this victory in hand, King Griffinhart then marched upon the elves, who slew him in battle 2 weeks later, and the castle returned to Elvish control in 818. More recently, the necromancer Lord Terence Rockwin II seized the castle as part of his expansion plans in 1008. The few citizens who survived this conquest did so by hiding in the hills for the year he was in control of the castle. Witnesses reported signs of a frenzied excavation taking place at the castle, but when Harmondale was retaken in the fall of 1009, no evidence of digging or construction could be found. For that matter, no prisoners ever taken to the castle by the necromancers were ever seen again. So, here's the great contest. February 12th, 1168. The new lords arrived today at Castle Harmondale. That's us. Ruling jointly by Lord Markham's decree are Simone, Tuvok, Suroma, and Zoltan. There was, I am sad to say, no ceremony or welcoming party. As a matter of fact, a small band of goblins have moved in the castle and refused to leave without a fight. I, for one, am forced to stay in the town inn until they are evicted. I must describe the townspeople's attitude toward their new lords as guardedly hostile. There is no expectation that they will last longer than a few months, little hope they will be any better than the last lords, and a good deal of fear that they will be much, much worse. Given the history of this place, I can't blame them, but I do hope they will be proven wrong. The traditional rulers of Harmondale, Erathia and Avlee, have not really noticed the change in ownership, but I'm sure that's just an oversight that will be corrected soon. Since Harmondale is currently under human rulership, I expect the Queen's tax collectors will be by shortly to inquire. And here we go, the current events, September 11th, 1168, Recognition. In gratitude for my lord's heroic rescue of the dwarves from their old mine, Dwarf King Hothfar IX has officially recognized them as the rightful lords of Harmondale. Emissaries were sent to the surrounding countries to herald this declaration, and in response, Erathia and Avlee have sent ambassadors to Castle Harmondale to officially represent their positions. More importantly, King Hothfar was so grateful for the aid at the mine that he has sent an engineer and construction crew to make long overdue repairs to the castle and the town. I have witnessed the work, and I must say I am impressed. Rubble that has been in the castle since the defeat of Lord Rockwin II more than 150 years ago has finally been removed, revealing several more rooms that haven't been used since then. Even the usually pessimistic townspeople have begun to cheer up. Though most of the improvements to the town are cosmetic, the effect has been electrifying. Business is positively booming, morale is up, and there is a real feeling that the worst days are behind us. Providence willing, taxes will remain low and good fortune will remain high. The population's consensus is that nothing can go wrong. Well, we'll see about that. You hear the little quest noise. It's updated our history again. Ooh. War. October 4th, 1168. To my sorrow, the old rivalry between Erathia and Avlee has flared up again, and this time it is over us. My lord's effectiveness has made this territory a valuable resource, and both powers wish to claim Harmondale as theirs. Though currently under Erathian jurisdiction, Avlee has asserted its right to the territory under the Treaty of Tularia signed in 673. Erathia, of course, responded to that claim by pointing out Avlee's treaty abrogation in 811 under the Declarations and Annunciations Clause. The position of Avlee on that issue has been to deny abrogation under the doctrine of traitors and miscreants, established circa 375 by the great warlord Sardawan One-Eye. There is a response to that claim as well, and a response to the response ad infinitum. The subject of international relations is worthy of many books, but isn't in the scope of this history. Suffice it to say that both sides believe there is sufficient reason to spill blood, and that spilling is likely to happen in and around Harmondale. I fear for the future. The townspeople have taken the announcement of war in stride, but there is an undercurrent of worry. I'm sure the pressure on my lords to choose a side is intense. I am not sure what I would do, and take comfort in knowing that the decision is not mine to make. Step carefully, my lords. Well, we'll see what happens next. Here we are back in town. This foggy weather is very appropriate. It looks kind of foreboding, doesn't it? Not a great way to arrive back at our new home, but definitely fits the mood. And here we go. There's still not much castle, but you can see that it does look a little bit better. The front door to your new home stands before you, and this time it actually does. Look at that. A proper castle doorway. Ooh, here we go. Let's get our torchlight on. Hey, check this out, right? Look at that. They cleaned up all the dead rats and everything. Man alive. And you can see there's quite a bit more to the castle now. These barrels are still empty. But look, we've got tapestries, right? There are no corpses lying around. Oh, it's lovely. It actually feels like home. And the castle will continue to grow and change. Right here, you see we have this spiral staircase going way, way down into our very own dungeon. Yep. Check it out. Oh, there's even some cash down here. Must have been left by the previous prisoners. Ah, there we go. That's the magic of the perception skill. We'll come back to that in just a moment. Oops. Journal excerpt. Floor cache. Some more floor cache. We love it. We love it. Excellent. Here we go. I love this part. Watch. It's like that's the bunk, right? And someone was trying to dig their way out. They had a tunnel going, but they didn't make it, unfortunately.
This is worthless.
They left us their boots, though. There's nothing else to find down here, but it's just kind of cool. It's a neat little detail. All of these rooms over here are kind of dead ends. This one, well, you can see we've got the stocks. We have a rack. We have some more bones. This is presumably meant to be like a brazier or something for like charcoal. And another secret door. There's not much down here, but like that's okay because it's just the coolness factor of it. Let's check. Here is our new journal entry. Scribe's Notes, Seljan Interrogation, Day 3, June 8th, 1120, Interrogator. Let's go over this again, shall we? Yesterday you said the tomb was in Bracada. Several of my men were slain by golems looking where you had indicated. I thought we had finally decided to cooperate. I can see now that you lied to me. Seljan. No, didn't lie. Borders change. Interrogator. Ha, they changed last year. Apply the instruments. Okay, heal him and wake him up. I am your friend. I can end the pain. Tell me where the tomb of the master lies. Seljan. Erathia. Southern Erathia. Interrogator. Sounds more likely. Apply the instruments again, just to be sure. Okay, heal him and wake him up again. I am your friend. I can end the pain. Tell me the truth. Where is the tomb of the master? Seljan. I told you. Oh, please, South Erathia. Interrogator. Okay, good. That's a wrap, boys. Return the prisoner to his cell and let's get moving. Man, nasty people. So, yeah. We don't have that on our conscience, thankfully, but it did happen in our castle. Oh, which one of these is the stairs? I can never remember. Oh, here we go. The wall textures all look very samey, unfortunately. There we are. Now that's the only little bit like that for now. But in the meantime, here we go. Simone can take the lead. Ta-da! And our butler has finally moved in. Look at our new throne room. There aren't actually any thrones in here because this is the door that we were just looking at. But still, it's really cool. So, you rang, my lords. Yes, Castle of Harmondale stands ready. We can upgrade our castle again later, which we will do. And then here, our ambassadors have joined us. Ellen Rockway. Lady Ellen curtsies gracefully. I am Ellen Rockway. I speak for Erathia on matters of state. I will be staying here in your court for the duration of your reign. Your queen wishes to speak with you as soon as possible. Since the war, she has taken up residence at Griffinhart Castle in Stedwick. This is strictly business. Whenever new lords assume their office, she meets with them to make sure there are no misunderstandings. Queen Catherine is particularly interested in you, and has told me she wishes to employ your services. Okay. And Elaine Hani. Greetings, I am Elaine Hani, ambassador from Avlee. I speak for my country, and my word is Avlee's bond. I will always be available for any business you wish to conduct. Though Avlee is not currently in charge of Harmondale, my king, Eldrick Parson of Avlee, lays claim to this territory as our rightful domain. The reasons are complicated, but boil down to the simple fact that Arathia stole our land in the Timber Wars many years ago, and we will not give up until we have it back. My king wishes to speak with you. Please travel to Pierpont in the Talarian Forest and meet with him. We will make it worth your while. Wow. So yeah, we have these lovely guest rooms that they're going to be staying in. And these chests to put our stuff in case there's something like the Medusa's Mirror or some of our journal entries and things that we don't want to carry around with us. But we're going to have to make a decision. Yeah. Looks like we're involved in a tug of war now between Avlee and Arathia, and that's no good, because we want to remain independent, I'm sure, or at least as independent as possible. But we're going to have to go and hear them out at the very least, because apparently war has already started, and we're in the middle of it. So, we'll just have to do what we can, but that will wait until our next stream, and I hope you will join me then Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that is New York and Miami time here in the U.S., and I hope that in between you'll think about whether we should go to Arathia or whether we should go to the Talarian Forest first. Of course, we've been to the Talarian Forest, and we haven't been to Stedwick and Arathia yet. We're going to have to visit them both and talk to the appropriate people. So, yeah, I'll put that up as a poll on Twitter, and I'll let you all decide. Shall we go see Queen Catherine Griffinheart first? Sorry, Queen Catherine Iron Fist. Because you may remember the absent Queen Catherine from Might and Magic 6 if you joined us for that series. Yeah, this is Roland's wife. This is where she is during the events of Might and Magic 6. So while our original party, Debbie and company, are over there doing their thing in Enroth, that's what's happening at the same time these four are doing their thing here. Or are we going to go and see King Eldrick over in the Talarian Forest? I'll let you decide. That will be up on Twitter for you. You can also comment underneath the video when I upload this to YouTube, hopefully tomorrow or as soon as possible. And you can let me know on Twitter, Facebook, or Pillowfort what you think and what you want to do. And I'll see you next time. So thank you, all of you who were here, for being part of the party. And as always, thanks for playing. Why do you keep walking in front of me, Elaine the Squire? It's like she owns the place.